There's the door closed.
Sometimes it's closed, but it's not locked.
You do it all the time, so.
You have to kind of sit down.
Okay, how are you?
Namanda, 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 Namanda.
Good morning. Welcome to our All Beings Memorial Service. My name is Alan Sakamoto, and I'll be your chairperson for the day. We will now begin our Sutra chanting in the Hyo Byakumon. We will start with Sambujo on page 24 and 25.
Namanda, Namanda, Namanda. Today, on the occasion of the All Beings Memorial Service for 2024, members of the temple families have reverently come before Alameda Buddha in memory. With deepest reverence and thankfulness for the all-embracing wisdom and compassion of Alameda, we reaffirm the three homages Namo Kie Butsu, Namo Kie Ho, Namo Kie So. I go to the Buddha for guidance. I go to the Dharma for guidance. I go to the Sangha for guidance. Please repeat the Nembutsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda, Namanda, Namanda.
Now we will have sutra chanting, Sambutsuge on page 79.
Ogen digi, ijin bugoku nyoze enyo, uyo tosha, nishiganmani, shuko enyo, kaishi nonrei, Yunyaku Jumoku Nyorai Yoge Shose Uri Shogaku Dayon Koru Jippo Kaimon Shojin Sanmai Chie Itoku Shushokeru Intai Zenmen Shobutsu Hokai Ujinjinyo Kuogai Tai Mumyo Yokunu Seson Yoku Nino Shishi Jintoku-muryo, kukun kodai, shie-jinmyo, komyo niso, shindo daisen, ganga sabut, zaisho ho, kato shoji, Mifugenas, Usejoi, Kainin Shojin, Yoze Sanmai, Chie-ijo, Kosei Togun, Ugyoshinan, Isai Kudu, Isadayan, Geshi Ubud, Yakusen no Guman, Muryo Daisho, Shuryo Goja, Kuyo Isai, Shuto Shogun, Uryo Gudo, Ensho Fugyaku, Inyo Goja, Shobun Sekai, Ufukage, Ushu Senyo, Komyo Shisho, Enshisho Koku, Yoze Shojin, Ijin Nanyo, Yoga Sabut, Koku no Dai Ichi Goshun Kinyo, Dojo Shozes, Koku no Dayon, Nimuto So, Gato Aimin, Dodas Isai, Shipporai Sho, ネス少女人が国で楽安の当分信用世が心象法がの日生き少々欲気の生存知恵無下上領子孫知が信行軽量心死諸苦六種家業精進人寿不敬
Please stand for the Gatha Namu Amida Butsu on page 174 and remain standing for the reading of the tree treasures on page 8.
Three treasures, page 8. Three treasure number 1. Hard is it to be born into human life. Now we are living it. Difficult is it to hear the teachings of the Blessed One. Now we hear it. If we do not realize the truth in this life, when will it be realized? Let us reverently take refuge in the three treasures of the truth. I take refuge in the Buddha. May we absorb ourselves in the principle of the ways of enlightenment and awaken in ourselves the supreme will. I take refuge in the Dharma. May we be submerged in the depths of the doctrine and gain wisdom as deep as the ocean. I take refuge in the Sangha. May we live in harmony in the great assembly as disciples of Buddha and be free from all hindrances, becoming units of true accord in the life of harmony, in a spirit of universal oneness, freed from the bondage of selfishness. Even through myriad ages of kalpas, hard is it to hear such an excellent, profound, and wonderful doctrine. Now we are able to hear and receive it. Let us thoroughly understand the true meaning of Tathagata's teachings. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda. Please be seated.
Now we have a treat today. Our guest speaker is Amy Tomine.
Yeah, we have a special speaker, Amy Tomine, and today being our All Beings Memorial, we have a Alameda custom that we have a lay speaker to come up and share their thoughts, and it makes it kind of a special. Everyone looks forward to this, and you might see some of the other items here. Some have brought pictures of their animals that have touched their lives. We have a little selfie here that's particularly dear to me. And hang on. When you come up to offer incense, you want to take a look at these. They might be cookies shaped in milk bone dog biscuit shapes. So this is brought from our Sangha members as well. And then all to add to the atmosphere of our All Beings Memorial. So special, please give Amy your attention.
Test, it's on, right? Yes. Good morning. My name is Amy Tomine, and I'll be sharing the Dharma talk with you for our All Beings service today. In the past, Diane Matsuoka gave the All Beings talk, but she decided to pass the baton to me this year. After a short discussion, we agreed that the message should include all beings beyond our beloved pets. But first, let's take a moment of silence to focus on the photos of our dear pets who have passed away. When we say Namo Amida Butsu, we are saying thank you for being a part of our lives. They will live in our hearts forever. I'm sure we have a lot of warm thoughts about these pets. On January 4th, I had just finished celebrating Oshogatsu and was looking forward to the new year 2024. I panicked when I realized I only had 10 days to write a Dharma talk, and I still didn't have a theme to wrap my words around. Then, as if by magic, I came across a statement while flipping through this calendar, and there are a whole bunch in the hall if you want to take one home, and it's called a Wise Teaching Day, created by the Society for the Promotion of Buddhism. And again, you can take one home there in the hall. I noticed it was full of photos of bees, ants, birds, monkeys, even mushrooms. And then on day 6, I found my inspiration. I saw the words, and I couldn't quite make what the picture was, but it said, even plants and soil can attain Buddhahood. They can be spiritually awakened and can understand the true nature of life. Well, I believe they probably are already awakened beings and understand the true nature of life. So the title of my talk is Even Plants and Soil Can Attain Buddhahood. It was perfect for our all-being service. I read that ancient Peruvians considered everything in our environment our ancestors. They understood and respected all beings, not just human beings. Some indigenous people or Native Americans say to think of plants as your relatives. Let's consider the trees in our environment. Not loud enough? Like that? Is that better? Let's consider the trees in our environment. I have some, you're kind of far away, but here's a picture of a tree. After reading The Overstory by Richard Powers, I learned that these ancient, majestic trees are the longest living organisms and are necessary for the existence of all life on Earth. They move water, produce oxygen, make soil, prevent erosion, prevent flooding, feed and cure creatures, as well as providing material for building and healthy fruit to eat. They are giving trees, and they ask for nothing in return. This quote is also from the book. In Buddha's words, a tree is a wondrous thing that shelters, feeds, protects all living things. It even provides shade for the axemen who destroy it. They are giving trees. I was elated when I saw this article in the Chronicle about the 2,000-year-old Clare tree. It was a redwood and it was successfully protected from the logging industry. This is one of the last standing giants left after logging companies chopped them down en masse for profit. One of the three evils of Buddhism is greed, and I think greed was at work here because people were making a lot of money out of chopping down trees. An example of compassion for our plant relatives happened right here in our temple garden. Concerned about the dangers of falling tree limbs and the annoying sticky sap, a decision had to be made whether or not to chop down our blue cypress tree that existed on our temple grounds for possibly 100 years. Temple member Brian Piper spoke in the defense of our tree. Is Brian here now? Our tree, our elder, he said, what a shame it would be to kill our friend who has existed side by side with us since the inception of our temple. After much discussion, the board hired an arborist who deemed the cypress could be saved by trimming some of the branches. Reverend Dennis shared a sweet story of approaching a different tree near the cypress, thinking it was the culprit and was dropping sap on the cars in the sidewalk. So, with chainsaw in hand, he was ready to take it down. But in the last second, he heard the tree speak to him. True story. So the tree spoke to him saying, "It wasn't me, it wasn't me." I love that story. Trees have long been trying to reach us, but they speak on frequencies too low for people to hear. But Reverend Dennis heard the tree, and he put away his chainsaw and forgot about chopping it down. In my daily walk after Christmas, I saw a multitude of fallen trees lining the sidewalk. It saddened me to see the sight. Put it up during the holidays and just throw it out on the sidewalk. I have heard of a new way of celebrating Christmas by renting potted trees and returning them to continue growing indefinitely. What a concept. At the end of my previous All Beings talk, I questioned whether my compassion should extend to insects and spiders. For many of us, we experience extreme fear at the sight of some of these creatures, our friends. While tending my herb garden, I encountered this. Maybe you can't see it very well. I'm not a techie, so I couldn't do it. And I'll have a glow up here. This is what I saw. Growing in my parsley. My immediate first reaction was not to touch it with my hands, but find a tool to grab it, toss it away from my parsley plant. But instead, my Buddhist teachings kicked in, and I decided to house it and to feed it more parsley. I was surprised at how quickly it transformed into a chrysalis and began to emerge as a beautiful swallowtail butterfly. It fearlessly and trustingly, where'd it go? Climbed onto my hand, and as I took it outside, oops, beautiful. And I held it for a while, and it climbed on my hand. And then it looked at me as if to say, thank you, and then it flew away. Caterpillars are okay with many of you, but what about this little creature? Okay. Hands up if you experience arachnophobia, or the fear of spiders. I have very strong fear of spiders. I used to try to vacuum them up in a vacuum cleaner, and then my brother told me that they could live for a year in the dust in the vacuum cleaner. So then I put paper around the nozzle and a rubber band because I was afraid it would crawl back out. But I'm better now. I know that temple member Morgan Hashimoto has this fear because I witnessed her freaking out when a little spider crawled onto our table once at an Otoki luncheon here. I've learned now to take a jar and a hard piece of paper, cover the spider, put the paper under, and take it outside. And, that's a little improvement. Let's see. No more smash and grab or suck up into the vacuum cleaner. Morgan thanked me profusely and even asked me to move in with her to be her spider control person. Spiders control other pests and help regulate the population of harmful bugs. And they should be appreciated, even though they give you the heebie-jeebies. I have since acquired a new roommate who lives in my bathroom between the high window, it's like up here, and the screen. The window is cracked about 4 inches, so it greets me every morning when I take a shower. Just kind of climbs out. I think it's saying hello and makes a few more webs. I read that house spiders can live in a house for 1 to 2 years. They need to eat every 2 months, but they need water every 4 to 6 weeks. So I was kind of worried about my spider, so when I take a shower, I just go like that with water and hope the little water droplets stick to the spider webs. It's been my roommate for about 4 or 5 months now, and now, as long as it stays in its own territory and I stay in mine, we get along really fine. I have finally learned to just let it be. I don't have to kill it or take it outside or anything. But let's get even smaller. How about this? Oops. Here we go. Okay. There are billions of microbes living in 1 teaspoon of healthy soil. They are so small they cannot be seen with the naked eye. If you look under a microscope, you will enter the world of microbiology. You will see a diverse universe full of colorful, fascinating microbes. And this is just one kind, there are just billions. Anne Madden, a microbiologist, presented a TED Talk entitled Small But Mighty. There are almost an infinite number of unexplored microbes living in our environment. Some, like the coronavirus, can hurt us, but other microbes help us by producing antibiotics to fight diseases. Microbiologists use a petri dish to discover which microbes can be used for specific antibiotics. They do what they call a gladiator test, where they get a petri dish and they put the bad virus in the petri dish, and then they put another microbe in the dish, and then they leave them be. And then when they come back, they observe the results. They see which microbe survived in that little gladiator test. If it's the helpful one, it will be used as an antibiotic to fight disease. How many of you enjoy a cold glass of beer every once in a while? Hands up if you, no, not bad. Microbes are also used to make yeast for different flavors of beer. Another work in progress is finding plastic-eating microbes, which, if successful, could clean up unhealthy microplastics that are in our air and water and total environment. And the new finding is even in those plastic water bottles, you will find microplastics. The countless other ways microbes can be helpful is still unknown. But microbes in the soil are part of our interconnectedness of all life. Sometimes we think of ourselves as separate beings from all other life, but I'm learning that we are all interconnected. Eckhart Tolle says all things in existence, from microbes to human beings to galaxies, are not really separate beings, but form a part of the web of interconnectedness. Going back to ancient Peruvians, they considered everything in our environment ancestors. They understood and respected all beings, not just human beings. This sounds like a Shin Buddhism in a nutshell. As I continue on my Nembutsu journey, I'm learning to have compassion and gratitude for all beings, not just human beings and pets. Amita's light shines on all beings. Now I wonder about the universe, about galaxies, but I'll have to save that for another All Beings talk. Thank you for listening to my talk while I'm on my path, Nembutsu path, in the expanded world.
No more we don't.
No.
No more we don't.
No.
Thank you, Amy. Yeah, a lot of things to think about with all of Amy's nice examples. One that came to my mind is often when Sharman and I leave the house for to run errands or something, we'll turn the corner right in front of the house, and she'll say hello to her garden in front, right? So, hi guys, you sure look good today. And I'm usually in front and I'm in a hurry and I'm rolling my eyes and come on, I'm gonna be late, and I should be more compassionate. Oh, she's the one practicing compassion, and I'm just a busy little sensei and oblivious to the life and the beauty going on right in front of our house, right? So she's talking, and we'll be back right away, we'll get you some water, okay, just wait for me. And there's communication going on. That's just sometimes every day, and Yeah, sometimes I'm not quite ready for that. So then I feel bad that I shouldn't be so much in a hurry. Yeah. Okay, so thank you, Amy. So we have something next.
Yes, we do. Thanks again, Amy. I think Senta is worried about having a competition for giving German talks. So we'll work on that. Please stand next for next Gatha Ondok-san on page 220. Again, thank you, Amy, for your message. It was very interesting. I don't know about the spiders and the. I think mosquitoes are the one I worry about. Thanks, Reverend Dennis. The YouTube setup, the organist, Lenny, as usual. Thanks for coming back from Hawaii. Thanks for those who did the altar flowers, and anyone who donated special altar offerings, flowers, fruit, etc. Are there any newcomers today? I see one person that was here last week. Why don't you stand up and introduce yourself? Anyone else?
Hi, I'm Robin. This is my first time here. Thank you so much.
Well,
Yeah, I'm Clara. This is also your last time. Welcome to God.
I have some announcements. Next Sunday is our family service, and after the family service is actually our New Year's party. So hopefully those that are staying for the party have RSVP'd with Gail. Gail's standing over there. I'm sitting there. Hopefully everybody can attend. Thank you all again for attending this morning's service. Please come forward, offer Oshoku, and offer incense. And this is the end. Thank you.
I don't know.
No.